And we're back. Or at least I am. Oh, Teak, where did you come from?
Yes, it is I, Tiki. I have been here the whole time,
Oh no.
in plain sight.
Oh no. He's about to unveil some sort of a Machiavellian world domination plan.
Yes, it's in the deck.
Ah, yes. All you need to do is to dominate this
Alpha
world.
and Omega. That's
The
right.
beginning and the end. That is a very villainous type speech. I'm the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. And it's like, alright, you ripped that off from the Bible, you nerd.
You're totally stealing that from
Yeah.
previous villain? No.
We have Time Eater at the end of our act, which I love Time Eater when I have Vault in the deck. Ooh, it's a good time.
Awesome. Clock 'em.
Clock?
Sock 'em, robots. Okay, where's our max elites?
It's this path here on the left. We get a relatively early shot. We've got Elite, Elite, Elite. It is the only 3 Elite path on the map.
Then problem solved.
So it is.
I like the shop too.
Although we have the possibility of going to a wee bit of a questo. Normality is really harsh for us right now, even if we would be able to relatively soon remove one of them. It's going to be in our hand a lot of the time.
What if we don't go to this merchant, and since we have courier, and instead we just have the biggest Act 4 shop?
My only reason for disagreeing is the courier does not allow you to buy multiple removals.
True. Okay. In we go.
Well, that's... Are we going questo, or are we going for another fight, right? So the amount of cards that we really want to upgrade in this deck... I like it too. I like it too, because I'm thinking,
Act 3
like...
quests are really strong.
Vault, those don't need an upgrade. Foresight, it'd be nice, but it's not going to change the entirety of the deck. Empty Fists, Vigilance, we don't need as many fights as we're going to get. The deck is going to be fully upgraded this fight.
I like this question mark, because it's like a 25% chance of a rare relic or something. Right? Double Orb Walker, boss fight. Some percent of the time it's just a chest, which could have a relic. But those 2 events, which are on this act and fairly common, are just a straight guaranteed rare relic. And we're great at them both.
Nice. All right. It's Alpha first. Beta is pretty
Right at the
far in the draw pile.
But we can see it next turn.
We can definitely do. Oh, and vaults. Okay, so we don't cast more. Okay, cool. We'll be completely fine. We want 1 trigger of the Omega to go off. How's Lesson Learned getting back in hand? That's a good question, isn't it?
We just cycle.
So we're not going with Omega then?
No, we can play Omega. We draw through this deck real fast. I think. Because we... Oh, you're saying, are we playing Omega this turn? I think we play Omega next turn. Just beta vault here.
That's what I was worried about. Thankfully, we do have the ability to bring it back.
Ouch. Taking a bunch of damage is not part of the plan. I think
No.
we were too hasty. I don't think a lesson learned is worth 36 life. So we do have potions. And certainly this is a good place to at least consider using them. What we could do is just get the kills this turn, right? Like stance for Wrath. And then strike the front line for 18. Talk to the hand the back line and play Omega, and then those 2 die.
Ooh. That's a line I hadn't considered. I was looking at the non-Roth version, which is strike the back line, play Omega. Well, I guess, which do we care about keeping more? weak or Ross, because mine was weak or stance, because mine would have been trying to weaken the front liner. I think we're fine throwing the stance potion away right now. I think we go with yours.
I feel foolish though. I think I should have seen that we were imperiling not only our life but our lesson learned. Like there was a better route, but that's okay. We can't use all of our brain cycles on every Darkling fight.
I mean, we have Omega going off every turn. I think we still try and get the lesson learned off.
Doesn't Omega just win right here?
It does, doesn't it? It does do
Is there
that.
something I'm missing? Perhaps I have forgotten something.
Pardon me, I was lost in thought. We end on good numbers at least. Finally, it came back to us. All right.
What cards are you really excited about at this point?
Wallop.
It's a good one. Are we gonna ever use this Damaru?
Only if we find worship.
Still waiting for worship.
And even then, how often do our fights go to 5 turns? So, like, taking worship would be an investment in having another worship afterwards. I will tell you, the amount of decks that I've had that have a Snecko Eye and 2 worships in is surprisingly high. And it's ridiculous when it happens.
Yeah, yeah.
We're
Oh,
ready.
Wheel of Abandon run. This is 300 gold. Let's go, baby!
It is 300 gold.
That's so much money. We have Courier.
Oof. Don't need both of those on turn 1. Can't play them both. Look at the draw pile. We want to go as far as we can. We didn't need that alpha. Why do you hold that alpha, Raps?
Because there was a world where maybe.
I can hear you struggling.
Listen, we both get like some allotment of chips, and the chips say I am forgiven, because no human being is able to perfectly never make a mistake with this deck. Like both of us are going to make an actual mistake, misunderstand a position. I told Raps I spent 10 minutes after the end of that Act 2 boss fight just thinking back upon that last play. It took me 10 minutes to figure out what I had missed. So this shop is wild. How are you, how many cool things do you want to do?
I want to do all of the cool things.
I love this spoon. I think this spoon is very strong.
What?
Bro, look at our deck.
For the vaults, yeah.
Talk to the hand also.
Miracles go back in the draw.
Miracles. That's true. That's awkward. But that's okay because vaults.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about the vaults. I was thinking about the miracles, and I was like, oh.
Lesson learned comes back if we want to get a few off in a jawworm fight or something.
Just in case we suddenly add a bunch of cards to this deck.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's just click where clicking goes.
Oh, nice.
Were you not going to click where clicking goes on that one?
I wasn't sure, but I'm super down with it.
For me, I look at that and I'm like, okay, that is part of our scaling dex plan. Now, yes, we third eye, halt, triple defend, vigilance. We don't have that many cards that say block on them, but we can get more.
Also, the odds that we can pick up an artifact potion are pretty high, given that we're cycling potions so fast. We have Courier.
There's part of me that looks at this mummified hand and is like, that's power, baby. Power, power, power.
Yeah.
Really good on the first cycle through the draw. There's also a little part of me that's looking at this swivel and is like, that's a card what says block on, and it also cheats energy for us sometimes, and in edge cases where we do not want to be Necronomicon double casting a card, it avoids that for us.
True. Oh, that's interesting. It blocks the necro. That's actually a really cute tech that I had not considered. Okay, but I think I buy it after looking at relics, because we want to be in a position to do courier things. Do you want the spoon? Spoon.
You know what I want slightly more than that spoon? Almost a guarantee of 1 strength a turn. We double casts with Necronomicon almost every turn.
That's true. That does say a lot of strength.
It doesn't say removal.
Yeah. Want spoon?
Get spoon.
Love spoon.
I think it's flurry now.
Okay.
Alright.
Spoon. We have Time Eater too. Time Eater just dies to Omega. Everybody dies to Omega. Now that
Eventually.
we have, on average, 4 vaults.
It's so
We get 4 free turns.
Wait, on average 4 from having 2?
Yes. Yes.
How am I mathing this wrong?
I know. It's weird. It's infinite series.
Oh, right, because the second one also has a chance to give you 25%, and then the 12.5% after. Okay, yeah. It's the mathematicians walking into a bar and ordering a drink, and then half a drink, and then a quarter of a drink. Bartender pours 2 drinks and is like, "All right, you goddamn nerds, get the heck out of my bar." It's true. He just calls them nerds to their face. I thought it was rude, frankly.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. Yep.
I don't think we use alpha here because we just want to line up the lessons learned and possibly do it multiple times this fight.
What if we can learn 4 whole lessons?
It's a lot of lessons to learn.
On average, we learn 2. But actually, with these exploders, on average, we don't learn 2. Because they need to die. Well, no, I guess still. We're learning some lessons. It's clear that we're learning at least a lesson.
At least one. I don't know if we learn it this turn because that third eye is super expensive.
Yeah. Maybe it's literally just... Here's a thought. What if Miracle Eruption... Oh gosh, that's 2 plays. I was going to say Miracle Eruption, Wheel Kick, Vault. But awkwardly, that gets us to 5 card plays. And then we do draw the lesson learned.
Mm-hmm. I just think it's Wheel Kick, see if we can play the Foresight, Vault.
Cool.
We can play that.
Yeah. It made our vault free. Let's go. Mummy. Call for Mummy.
Oh, it's perfect.
I love it. Okay, here it is. Here's the precious moment. Actually, you could play Tantrum here too, and then lesson learn the front one. I love that. Do you want to Tantrum the repulsor actually? And no, that's so silly. We just kill the exploder, right? No, you want to do the repulsor? Yeah, go big or go very home. Come on, come back to me. Well, no dice. It's okay. Oh, we have a follow-up. It didn't come back, so we now punish it.
Hey, that one did though.
So I need to give a warning to both you and the viewing audience that I am now my brain is fully empty, and I felt this happen somewhere around 15 minutes ago. So the odds that at some point in time I'll just start telling a long story to where you can't tell if I'm talking about the game, if it's some kind of deep social commentary, or if it is truly rambling, like I'm gonna give that about a 95%.
I think there will be space
Just
for
prepare
that.
yourself. What?
I think there's definitely space for that though.
There's space for that? That's good.
Just gonna get us the cycle. This enemy's never gonna bother attacking us, right?
This enemy's job is to die.
I'll do anything for you. Then die.
I'm pretty excited about this fasting. I'm glad. You know, when we first started playing, you were not so big in on the fasting.
Yep.
It's been a long way since that first series when I had to hard pitch it to insta-click.
It's very true. I would say that the amount of times I've picked a fasting since it stopped being fasting A and fasting B, so we're talking like beta watcher.
Yeah.
Is, or specifically before we started working together as well. I'm gonna give it a 2.
2 times.
I'm gonna give it a 2 maximum.
Wow. That's like my average per run fasting pick. 2. How many fasting would you like?
Yes.
Maybe about 2. Yes. Can I have it with rice?
It's a 10 out of 10 with rice.
Attack potion kills the enemy dead. Perseverance is kind of hilarious with Vault. I don't think it's correct, but it is funny.
The problem with the perseverance, like, I think that's funny, and there would be possibly a reason to take it a little bit, but the reason is then killed by, if it comes into hand and it's 3 costs, suddenly we're... It's
very frustrating, yeah.
Drop a weak potion for this?
I think so. Because it speeds us up.
We need the speed, and I think the big reason that we need it, the sale point for me, in my mind, is giant head.
Yeah. Wait, we have 4 vaults.
Mm-hmm.
Giant dead.
Sorry, giant dead. My apologies, I misspoke, but yeah, that's the reason I want to take it. We could get 7 HP here, or we could just upgrade.
Yeah, we should upgrade. The Foresight, or the Fasting, or the Meditate. Those are great. I'm so excited to kill 3 elites and claim all of their wealth. Are we trying to avoid drawing into another vault, or do we not care?
So we have 7 cards down. We do want to avoid drawing into the extra vault, right? Because then we're only playing 1 vault this cycle.
Yeah, it's 8 cards, so we can pitch a lot here if we want to.
Mm-hmm.
Are you thinking that we don't play Omega because we want to make it easier to line up Lesson Learned? Okay.
Also, half the time it's not doing its damage, so it's 25 on the average,
yeah.
I think. I think in the play where we're throwing this, we are playing the Tantrum this turn, but we're also using the Vigilance before we're playing the Tantrum. We get the excess energy out of that, which means we're going like Wave of the Hand, Vigilance, Miracle, Tantrum, Conclude, or rather Vault before we can even collect. If we're vaulting before we collect, we throw the Collect down. Do we need that weakness on the enemy?
I think we'll appreciate it, because we'll get a fair bit of it here, and we'll keep it with the vault. Just be weakened the whole fight. We can fasting second cycle too. 3-cost fasting is extreme.
It's pretty high. All right.
Very high. Nice.
Two, 3, double cast.
Ooh, so spicy. I think it's just vault.
I was considering the worlds where we just...
And, yeah.
I was considering the world where we even just went, you know what? We're not going to lesson learned against you. But I don't think we need to be in that world right now.
Yeah. Ooh, this turn is sick. Very sick. The only thing we have to do is not accidentally win, I guess.
Uh-huh. I love full defending against an enemy. Wait, hang on. Meditate is 2 from the top of the deck. Oh gosh, please be 1 cost.
You're the wrong cost number.
You're the wrong cost, friend. Wait, hang on. Do we ever passively deal 2 damage accidentally? No thorns, no draw. We'll do that. Okay, yeah, you can take that too.
And this puts us in a position to where if we have to get a kill while they're intangible, we can do so. Foresight also makes something cheap, or we can just empty. Oh, but Empty Fist kills things. That's trouble. Nice.
Lesson Learns comes up. It's not 2 costs. We play a wheel kick first, and then...
Thank you. Like, are we sleeping on these prostrates?
I don't think we are.
I don't think so, right?
We are. It's slightly closer to it with the fasting, definitely. They're 10 block. Actually, after the fasting, they're 6 before. 5 before? Hang on. 5 before.
So 9 after.
If we had a worship, then I would want a prostrate, but not before, I think, is where I'm sitting on it right now. Sometimes we cheat 5 turns. 3 turns at least.
Dude, maybe
in the
we
first
should take
cycle.
a prostrate. We have so much mantra just from Damaru. Just one prostrate. I mean, who could it hurt? Truly. It's only
That's
one
a
time.
waffle-thin prostrate. Waffle-thin. I mean, rests are nothing for us right now. Go to fight. Then
Yeah,
come back over.
honestly. More battles. More jawworms. To the slaughter. Foolish jawworm.
Winning is for Raps Antique. They're not even attacking this turn.
You're not gonna. You just said screw the alpha. We're gonna do whatever we want.
Well, we're going into a vault and lesson learned with this throw.
True.
With also the wheel kick to try and help set up and excess damage. So
I like that.
oh, lesson learned has doubled. So that's 28 damage by itself. 21 takes us to 28, 21, 49. That'll kill the front line.
Front one. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ah! Strange spoon!
Let's go, baby. We're learning every lesson on jawworms. Like the scariest fight.
We're gonna learn all about these things.
Like, why are they allowed to hit for 40? Have
Yeah,
they
that is
considered doing
damage.
less? It is truly damage.
995 takes us to 24.
9, 9, 9. There's a world where we go Vigilance, Tantrum, Empty Fist, and just kill one.
I like that world, but can it start with Tantrum?
Tantrum, Empty Fist, Vigilance. It doesn't get to play the defend. It doesn't full block.
It's Tantrum, it's Tantrum, Vigilance, as well as Prostrate, and then Empty Fist. Well, no, wait, Tantrum, Empty Fist, Vigilance. Right? Is that not 9, 5, 4? No, it's not. Huh. They changed the numbers on me.
We are permitted very many chips. Both of us. For this madness. They seem to have... Oh, we can play this Foresight. We can play this Foresight. It would have made the thing free. This gives us more energy, I guess.
Right.
But
We should.
there's so many, like, little micros. Okay, so... Is Tantrum too much damage?
16 and then 32.
32?
Yes.
So it is. Unfortunately. Wait. So double talk to the hand. How many damage dollars is that?
16.
What about double lesson learned? Is strike Is strike double lesson learned a lethal? No. No, it's not.
38.
So maybe it is just double talk and try to cycle. Like wave, double talk, defend, hang out.
I mean, we do want to cycle anyway, right?
Mm-hmm.
This isn't a fun enemy to try and cycle, though.
It'll be okay. It's just one. We're good at one jawworm, especially when it's weakened for the rest of time.
What could one jawworm do? Michael, 40 damage? There we go.
So long as we have range to play attacks to create block, we're gold. Damar. We should not play prostrate because it'll divine us. We should just vault, right?
Mm-hmm.
Divine this. Do we need to play a miracle? Do we need hand space?
Not on that turn, but
Okay.
if we were doing another generation after the fact, yes. Vault, follow up. So I want to be able to meditate this turn and bring back the... Okay, so we pop all of the miracles this turn.
Mm-hmm.
And we...
The spoon is going ham.
You wanted a miracle, buddy? Well, here's your miracle.
Careful. Ink bottle. You have to play meditate now.
Yep. It's fine.
Okay.
It was going to be the end of the turn.
Oh, that's perfect.
And I guess just in case.
Yes, I love it. Playing around that letter opener. No, not the letter opener. The thread and needle. It's related to letters. Because you could in theory put ink on a needle to write a letter.
Oh, wait, no, we're fine.
Get him. Murk him, dude. Show him what it means to prostrate.
Get
This is
murked.
what you get when you mess with us. Bro. We forgot the one other thing that Spoon saves. It's alpha.
Let's do that.
And beta. And beta. Oh my god. Oh no.
I think we take this power
Oh, no.
potion because if we just get a Deva form in the final fight, we
Yeah.
laugh until we die. And then we lose, but it'll be funny.
Take it. Just take it. I can't believe how much Omega we're going to be able to produce with all this fault. Dude, I'm so glad that you... Oh, man, you dropped the weak potion? Okay, respect. Oh, no. He's become weak in the absence of the potion.
I drank it. That's how I got rid of it. I just chugged it instantly.
You just... Like Noita 1.0. Drink the ocean. Respect. Oh, man. Dude, do you understand that we win by just vaulting and playing 6 copies of Omega? You know that, right?
I love
Amazing.
it so
What's
much.
left to upgrade in the deck? Like, is there something left to upgrade in the deck?
There is a Vigilance and an Empty Fist.
Okay, so we're almost done. That's awesome.
Which
Which means we don't need to worry too much in elite fights about getting upgrades, where it's acceptable to focus on not taking damage.
yes. That's precisely what that means. We could try and put that lesson into play right now and actually just throw the lesson learned to make hand space. It doesn't make hand space,
I like
but
that.
it in Miracle too.
Yeah, and like, it might just come back. Nope. It is die. But if ever there were an enemy upon whom I was willing to lose it, just lose it. Do we tantrum to kill the back line and then do meditate things like wave of the hand? Oh yeah, wave of the hand is even better because we have thread and needle too. I didn't even think about that. There's so much to think about. Stop. Think about what you're trying to do to Repto. Stop. Stop. Think about what you're trying to do. That's a lot of damage, dog.
Mm-hmm.
What was the... What do we do now? No, we feel good because we talk to the hand, the Repto, and then we tantrum them.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I was trying to do the, like, see me shake. I'm not scared, but then I was, like, actually shaking. I was like, oh.
Kill the back line. Like eruption that fool. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Full blanc.
Full blanctum. I had
we're rushing to Omega.
Yeah, I had like a whole Omega plan, but I messed it up at some point.
Looks like it's working to me. Omega is a power. Ooh.
So it is, but
do we just vault?
It would be follow-up cut through vault.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
One cost. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, if it was 0 cost, right? You hit it and then you maybe keep going.
Mm-hmm.
It's good that we're allowed to play Omega 4 times, but that also our attacks do 150 damage.
Sorry for the radio silence for just a moment. I'm trying to make sure that we get the best numbers on the final things.
No, totally. I'm going to start in a fund. It's an account. This is sort of an investment.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to take the excess income of damage for this Watcher, and I'm going to put it into this index, which will then pay dividends to the other characters.
Seems an ideal approach. This one's definitely, well, it's got all the damage it needs.
I'm thinking that, like, if we really want to win with the ladder streak, that's probably the way to play. Like, all of these characters have been ascending the Spire individually, and frankly, that's so foolish.
If only they worked
Why not
together.
collaborate?
Form some sort of a Spire union would be a good idea. We have hand space issues as is. Although, that's legitimate block.
It is pretty good. You want one more halt for the road?
Maybe, but we do have 2 initial Wrath triggers. We've got an Eruption, we've got a Tantrum. As the deck gets larger, we're less consistently going to have them in the same hand and want to be able to cast them both at the same time. Should Halt be the way we try pick up a block solution?
Honestly, I think we're going to block with our potions and our relics and our vaults.
How do we block a 60?
We don't let it be a 60. We weaken it with Wave of the Hand.
Mm-hmm.
And talk to the hand plus Tantrum is great. And then maybe also like Artifact Potion exists. We've actually had a few fights where we produce 60 block. It is possible, and within the first couple turns.
It's usually a double talk to the hand going on the enemy.
I actually feel okay about skipping this. I think that we have this like really wildly powerful deck, and that we need to make sure that what we add to the deck is really, really obscene. Snake Oil is kind of cool. Take more question marks.
Versus... which?
Huh?
Snake Oil is cool, but versus which?
I know. I think I keep what we have for our upcoming challenges. Merchant. Orrery?
Orrery's a lot of cards.
It is. It's a lot of answers. This is like the one run ever in the history of the world where we have 400 gold in Courier, and I think I don't buy this Bronze Scales.
Mhm.
because we just don't need damage. We just don't. It's just really not the problem.
How commonly are we like flipping stances? I feel like we're doing it less and less as we keep putting cards in that aren't
Yeah. Honestly,
aren't consistent with that.
I think we should buy this Ori and we should see what it gives us.
Oh yeah, no,
'Cause
I'm
there's a
happy to
world
buy
where
the
we pick up a
Ori.
worship.
I was just seeing if there was any path where we were picking up a bunch of other things that countered it somehow.
That's. I actually think it's the other way around. I think it's that the Orrery helps inform whether or not we want a mental fortress. The Orrery helps tell us if, right? Okay.
Okay.
Come on, Deva form. Another alpha. Wallop. Click that. Okay, these hits were okay. The Wallop was a huge hit, actually. I would say that almost made it worth it by itself.
Definitely. I think we take Empty Body as well.
Really?
I want to have
Can you pitch me? Can you sell me?
So the only 3 times that we've sweat a little so far, recently at least, has been because killing one enemy or setting up good damage on an enemy that was going to be living for a couple more turns resulted in us ending our turn in Wrath and not having a way to get out of it come back to us, or not having a way to get out of it on that turn.
That's true.
I want just another stance exit. And it's also a card that says block, so it benefits from our Oldie Smooth Stone, benefits from our fasting that's in the base deck. Depends, but maybe there's a world where we pick up the second fasting. I don't feel great about it right now, but it's possible that we just look for artifact potions past this point and just ball out of control in that final fight.
I like this Empty Body. What are we going to remove from the deck?
It's a great question. Just going back over these, I think we agree that it's... Are we...
What about Inner Peace?
skipping? Another combat tree, which is another change stance. If we took the Inner Peace, I guess maybe Mental Fortress is suddenly back on the cards.
Mental Fortress just gets a little more awkward with Snecko. Really, more than anything. I think that the best path for us to produce block is Talk to the Hand. That's the best path.
Base strike. I know that's against the Talk to the Hand defense generation.
No, I like it. I like it a lot. I was just looking through the deck and looking at the other kind of cards that, thinking about Necronomicon too, right? Like we love doubling Wallop. We love doubling Wheel Kick. We're getting quickly to the point to where any of our attacks get doubled and we feel really good about it. Are we going to get the 2 lesson learns off in this fight?
Vigilance... Empty body rather also just got added, but yeah, it's those 2, right? Yes, but...
Let's try. We might be able to kill the baseball on this turn, depending on this draw.
They have thorns. Like, our individual big hits, and they're going to get their thorns larger and larger. Our individual big hits are 40 damage maximum? Maybe Alpha has to be part of our plan.
I think eventually, but I also don't think we have too much trouble blocking them. They're not very aggressive. We have a bunch of Vault. Like, we can afford to 1 cycle before we play it, if we're confident in our ability to bring down baseball. And I am.
Actually, we should have looked at that because that's telling us that. Yeah, I just forgot that we had it. Do we want to use maybe an attack potion to try and modify our way out of it? No, but the attack potion gives us them 0 cost. They don't double cast.
Yeah, but I mean, it really could be enough damage to just kill this thing, or it could be draw. Unless we're holding it for a specific fight from here. And I don't think we are. 48 damage, it kills it straight up.
Rude.
We could inner bees. We could. How do we give it block? I would like to loan you block. Baseball. So I guess it was Bowling Bash first, and then Tantrum, then Lesson. That's okay.
Yep.
Would that even get it? That would be instead of 48 to 24, and then that's actually perfect. Yeah, that's okay. We have a lot of block here. These enemies only have 4 thorns.
I think we Bowling Bash and just lesson learn on the front line, then vault our way out of it.
I like that a lot.
I love that strike sound effect. Is that from Minty Spire? Is that in the base game?
No, that's in the base game. The Bowling Bash has to hit 3 times or more. There actually have to be multiple enemies, and then you get the strike. It's such a good little touch, and it's such a good card.
And the lesson was
back.
Yep, it's back. So
Nice.
we can double wallop you or even the backliner, and then meditate after the miracle.
Nice.
Bring back lesson learned. I guess talk to the hands? Because we're very likely to draw a Wrath trigger, considering we haven't yet. Very likely! We can see our draw pile wraps! This is part of the reason I wanted to take it. It's something that my brain just won't. It just will not.
Oh man, it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
The thing is like, one thing about having lots of good tools is knowing when you don't need to use all of your good tools.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you're rocking the Frozen Eye, you're so strong and your fight is so solved that you don't have to look. And 1 or 2 times that we've done that, it has bitten us. Like in the Reptomancer fight where we almost walked right into a really brutal turn. We found a way out, but we hadn't planned for it, right? But yeah, like in that fight, I'm not that worried.
Yeah, if you
worst
all
case
brain
is
with
that
it
we
all
win.
of the time, you are running out of a resource, which is your mental acuity, which is your ability to consistently do that.
Yeah.
Definitely true as well, but also, if I'm about to say we're likely to draw something, I should at least look. I think this is a skip for us.
Yeah, I agree. I so wish that we have found a deep Deva form, because then we would just take all these fastings. How you gonna murk this nerd?
I'm feeling this nerd gets murked with the Eruption first. If there's a 2-cost talk to the hand and it doesn't preclude our ability to play the Vault, we play that because we're throwing 7 cards, so we have access to both.
Are we, do we have one more card to upgrade? Are we done with Lesson Learned, or do we still have one more to upgrade?
We're done with upgrades, I believe. Oh, no, Empty Body. Hey, whoa.
Still empty. Just the one.
Oh,
just the one.
Right, the Empty Fist. I didn't realize that still needed to be upgraded. That got upgraded in the previous fight, so yeah, it's just this final one.
I wonder if we end up removing Lesson Learned in Act 4.
I wouldn't be
Like,
surprised.
pretty good chance. I realized that, like, I think as I've gotten more and more in the zone in this run, I've been getting slowly quieter and quieter and quieter as my spirit slipped away. But I still haven't gone on a full ramble yet. So, you know, I mean, just stay prepared, you know, keep your guard up.
Will do.
Any moment, I will tear straight into a verbal siege.
Best believe I'm ready for it.
Yeah, I do believe that.
Oh, well, that makes it easy. Oh, baby.
We're learning today.
Get learned. Oop, there's our weak pot coming
Nice.
back to us.
Yo, extra energy on turn 1 is actually really solid. Do you want to take a Master Reality? We should take this Master Reality. Literally, no, it's so stupid.
Yeah, because this already gives us the miracle pluses. I was looking for any other source except for the
it
alpha.
does
Because the
upgrade
alpha.
our power
It's true.
from potion.
It's true. A lot of the powers decrease their cost or remove ethereal, though, which
Yeah, we should
wouldn't be
skip
relevant to us. I think we do have to skip it.
Mhm.
Yeah, the big problem with it in alpha is alpha's definitely in the opening hand. Master Reality isn't.
Mhm. True.
What do we guarantee in our opening hand? And also, actually, so this is something that I've always found inconsistent, but maybe you know the rule that makes me keep thinking it's inconsistent. Do bottled cards retain their base cost when you pull them into a hand with Snecko?
So the reason that that this is something that has befuddled you is because you're remembering the past. This is the struggle of many Slay the Spire players who have played the game through several iterations and different patches. There was a time to where the combination of bottle and or bag of preparation
Mm-hmm.
and Snecko, based on ordering, could cause some number of cards to be drawn and not have their cost randomly rolled.
Yep.
It like did that draw before the confusion effect was online. And that has been fixed as of many patches ago. Now they're all counted as true draws and the Snecko Eye confusion goes in first, but there was a time to where there was some funky interaction with bottles, yes.
Wave of the hand over vault.
Oh, I love turn 1 wave of the hand. And we've got 2 vaults to draw into anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because
I was even thinking about collect, but I like this better.
One of the problems with the vault is because it's so easy for us to access another vault, a lot of the time we would end up actually getting 2 vaults available in the opening hand on the first turn.
That's true.
We don't want
might
that.
actually be worse. Yeah.
But this is guaranteed like 6 week if we focus specifically around it on the hard on turn 1, and that's exclusively why I want it right now.
And that's the thing we've been trying to solve is how do we survive for enough turns to win? 100%. Oh man, that rest for 0, baby. Let's go.
You love it when your best option, or rather, like the only thing you can do there, is entirely unnecessary.
Mm-hmm. We have 6 energy too, thanks to our toy ship. So plenty of options.
The next vault is so far down in the deck that we will not be drawing it this turn. Wave of the hand is extremely expensive this turn.
But we probably still play it, right?
Because we're going to wave of the hand vault and just keep it going. I like it. It's just, are we also going to fasting? Are we going to alpha and then start chasing that? What is our other plan?
I think I wouldn't fasting first cycle. This is one interesting thing about this deck is that I think we draw fast enough and that in the first cycle energy is important enough that I'm often playing fasting second cycle once we have our stuff set up.
Mm-hmm.
I love this hand. Yeah, I think that's awesome.
And slightly worse about it now.
Yeah, it's unfortunate costing for sure.
It'll activate this turn regardless. Like, wave of the hand vault, vault right now gives it 2 weakness, and then it gets another 2 next turn.
Yep. Yeah, at worst case, it's 4. Nice. We get to get the talk down too. We have
Can
nothing to
we
learn.
cast
We're out of
8
lessons to learn.
What remains in my training? There
I'm
is
afraid
nothing
I've
more for
taught
me
you
to
all
teach
I
you.
can. You must now go fight the most powerful being this world has ever known of. And I've given you exactly 2 lessons. Hold shields, hold sword. Get on out there, Link. Sorry, it's someone else. I know where this one is. Okay, it's, well, do we end in calm? We don't want to end, we don't necessarily need to end in calm here. Okay, vigilance. Talk to the hand. Oh god, that got that got saved. Okay, and then we eruption before. Yeah, we eruption.
Oh, are you clocking?
I'm trying to clock this turn, yeah.
Brilliant. Are we doubling cut through fate? So that we have more options?
I wasn't going to do that because I wanted... Well, I mean, we're going to draw the Wallop anyway after we double cast this, this lesson learned. But we've got the Vault. We don't want Vault and Meditate in the same hand, but we've got Vault and Beta in the next hand. I was thinking more of, like, just dual cast the lesson learned at him and then empty the fist out after possibly Walloping, really depending on its cost. Otherwise, use Miracle.
Okay. Sure feels good to smack this lad. We can just, like, full block this turn.
Yeah, we don't ever want to stay in Wrath right now, do we? We've got an empty body next turn if we desperately want it.
We could totally stay.
$24. Is that number? It's 24 week. Oh, come on.
So yeah, that's a bummer.
9 times out of 10, you can find that one to be a bummer, friend.
But note that we have done 150 damage without Omega. So we could just keep on keeping on. But we should beta here.
We're not going to be sad to have a Vault in the next cycle.
We super won't. So did we save the alpha and the beta?
Oh god, did we? I thought... No, alpha and beta both got burned.
Okay. I'm hoping that happens in the heart fight, and that in the last turn we have like 5 Omegas online. That would make me so joyful.
That would be a great way to style in the heart.
Yes. Very stylish indeed. We have 22 week. Oh my gosh.
I love how that accounts for all of our block.
Yeah. That's just all we get. Then we're getting tons from Talk to the Hand. Really substantial. I want a Ragnarok.
I want a Ragnarok.
There'll be one in the next store, don't worry.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, this gets cleared, but it is hilarious that we could play 2 more Talk to the Hands and maybe even get to see it again. We can't, like, win this turn, can we? Are we just
no. Our draw pile is all defensive for a while. I'm thinking biggest collect, but I'm thinking we could also just clock them this turn so we don't have to worry about shorting our play on the next turn.
Okay.
It's 5 casts. 1, 2... Well, I mean, it really depends on what the... We do want to go through the draw pile right now. Sure. 1, 2... Three,
Nice.
Then the collects.
Bingo. We made it. I wonder if there was a line by which we could win on that turn. Probably not, right?
Probably not. It's Yeah, probably not, because we would probably need to be in Wrath as well as have a double cast of something quite powerful, and we were so far from both Wrath and the and attacks.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And there's a vault here too, if we decide to just do some damage.
Doing some damage is often a good idea.
I have found... Are we about to be divine?
We're about to be divine.
Are you ready to victory?
I'm so damn ready to victory. Get walloped all the way.
Gotta play every card. Got a miracles?
3, 4. Oh no, the enemy took the...
Oh man. GG. I'm so ready for this Act 4. I'm excited for this shop. I'm excited for this empty fire. Ooh. So restful.
Love a good empty fire.
Wow. Do you want weird hair?
Melange.
I could have some weird hair. It competes against removal.
Yeah.
28 card deck. The weird hair is better than the removal right now.
Every removal's still pretty good. Because we have so much scry. That's the thing, is that scry makes your effective deck size so much smaller.
What would it be?
That's the question.
Well, lesson learned, right? We pre-agreed on that.
Yeah.
Unless
I think it's lesson learned.
Anything else here? So weird hair, by the way, just for anyone who's unfamiliar. Melange, because it's not a super common relic. Melange. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, scry 3.
Yeah. And we're shuffling pretty often, and it accelerates our sundialing.
I think we take Melange. I think one of the big reasons is because when we get to the second cycle, because we'll have Scry 3 and we'll also have the ability to see what we will get if we don't with the Frozen Eye. It'll give us the ability to go into the new cycle trying to fish for, exiting a stance if we're playing that dangerous or whatever we need in the individual instance. Oh, come on. We were one off.
That's bummer.
I don't think we need any of the rest of these. I could theoretically consider the swivel.
I think we just go. I think we're rolling up. And ideally we just win this really aggressively so we can have all these potions in the heart fight. And we have perfect control over a draw. Okay, here's our test. Can we, using Frozen Eye and 6 energy, design a guaranteed turn 2 victory? That's the test. We have a 0-cost alpha in hand. That's good. And a wheel kick. And it's 0-cost too. This is a solid start.
Guaranteed turn 2 victory.
I know. It's a lot to ask. It may not be possible. And it also comes down to your interpretation as to what turn 2 means, given that there's 2 vaults in the stack and a strange spoon.
Oh, I'm assuming we're only letting them act once. Is turn 2.
Yeah.
I think we can do that, but we're gonna have to be pretty stringent about it. What, we're 11 cards from Vault. We will get the bottle draw this turn. So I'm just gonna scaffold this. If we threw all of those and then cast Alpha, Wheel Kick, assuming 2 more cards. We've got 6 energy, 2 more cards.
What are the next 2 cards after that? Because maybe they have draw.
Defend, collect. Well, I mean, if all of these get thrown, that is 6 of them. So it's then Tantrum and Inner Peace.
Okay.
The next 2 thereafter.
Okay, so we've got a ways.
Yeah, and then we're 3 cards from Vault. Still. If we keep the Cut Through Fate instead, we can reach it.
Yeah.
We can do this.
That seems pretty good.
Okay, so it's...
Do we alpha first in case we hit the beta and the draw? Yeah.
Beta is
Oh, beta's deep.
basically at
real
the bottom
deep.
of the deck right now.
Okay.
Which means we cut through Fate first. Drop 3. Cut through Fate again, drop everything except for Vaults. Yeah. We attack you because you're the healthiest and we're using the Omega.
Mm-hmm.
So cut. Even the third eye? That would be pretty useful.
We can safely hold it, right? Because we still have Wallop.
Great. Okay, Vault is 0 cost. That gives us a lot more flexibility here.
Nice.
Okay. So wheel kick for 3.
How much are we collecting for? Or are we?
Oh, right. You want to give the enemy their first turn now.
Well, the vault is free, so we can certainly collect vault.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we totally can. Sorry. Forgot about that as well.
No worries. Yeah.
Third eye. And then we... Hang on, we've got 8. We want to make sure that we get... So we just drop one of these. That's it. That's all that needs to be removed. It's that collect vault right now.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Unfortunately, Ink Bottle only on 3 here, which makes it hard for us to draw into the Omega.
It does.
But Foresight gets played, and that's good.
We did not keep Alpha nor Beta.
Okay.
We can leave both of these vaults in the next cycle. Or we can just 50-50 it's coming back anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're always playing it here. We might as well continue extending. Nice. I'm surprised you didn't go for a Miracle Foresight there.
Yeah. So am I. As soon as it was leaving my hand, I was like, could have miracle that Foresight.
This...
Okay,
We're still in pursuit of 1 turn or 2 turn victory here.
Mm-hmm.
And with Omega online, and a Vault came back immediately, oh, Raps. It's within our grasp. Ooh, and we even get to free prostrate. It's so good. There's a certain amount of now, like, I'm starting to think about setting up for the heart fight, right?
That's exactly where I'm at right now.
Yeah. Do we double Tantrum here and then Miracle Vault instead of thinking so, right? Oh, baby, Strange Spoon saved the miracle.
Yeah, because now we only need to cast 4 cards this turn, and that's easy. Just slightly less easy right now.
Turn 1 win.
Miracle. Then the most valuable miracle ever.
Let's go, Raps. Turn 1 win. Hey, we have the combo. We have the bad parts. We do. The good part. It's here.
I should have just said it's next floor. I should have just said it was next floor.
So funny, man.
Given what we're about to do with the wave of the hand, do we need weak potion? Do we take fear potion instead?
That's a good point. We should do more damage.
I like doing more damage.
That's a good point. All right, Heart Attack. Dude, that was a turn 1 win. We found it.
Double vaulting the opening turn.
Oops. Wave of the Hand is free. That's awesome.
Uh-huh.
Oof. It's expensive, but you know what we have? We should play around it. Yeah, we should get it going because we might want to play a lot of them. Our Power Potion is also an Energy Potion. So that's a big thing.
That's also true. It's a good draw pile. Well, Ragnarok's in there. If we're going to be duping anything, I guess we probably want to dupe that.
We want to get to talk to the hand quickly, and ideally we'd like to be able to dupe it And so, if possible, we want to be able to draw it at 2 cost and play it at 2 cost and have it double.
Okay, so we
that's
want to
7
throw
cards
the
down the
wheel
way.
kick then. We throw the wheel kick because if wheel kick gets cast, it's going to double cast. If it double casts and we throw 3 cards, we're drawing 7.
Yeah.
Which gets us to the talk in the hand, and we've already used the double cast for it.
I agree.
So this turns much more simplistic than that. Let's just throw those.
And now potions.
Now potions. Yes. Yes. We don't need to worry about whether or not we take a damage from the first cast, because we're not going to overdraw with a...
Unless we're trying to perfect the fight, but I would much rather just try to be really absurd with how we win it. Devotion's pretty hilarious.
It's pretty damn good.
Before we play it, what if Blessing? Yeah, exactly. Okay.
There's a world where this gives us Panacea and then that gives us 5 decks. Or it gives us Panacea and we prevent vulnerability even. I think we fish from that right now then.
Yeah, I agree. Do we take the Madness here? Just to...
We take the Good Instincts for another trigger of
so we can play it.
Wave of the Hand.
Yeah. Go wave, Good Instincts, play Devotion, I guess.
Oh my
God!
gosh!
Let's go, baby! Okay, now
Saved
the
it.
hand is simplified, and we kept it. Okay. Okay. So what do we care about from here?
That's a great question. As many weak triggers as we can get. We don't need more. The enemy is not going to be alive in 8 turns' time.
I think this is literally just Vigilance Vault, so that we have Calm set up.
Yes.
Like it?
Unless we also want to throw this out for 45 this turn. Which I do.
Okay. It's not bad. Okay. Talk to the hand 0 cost. That's fine. And defend is cheap. Prostrate, cheap. Wallop gets double played. Oh, let's go. After the talk? Yeah, it's awesome.
Come on.
Are we actually going to tantrum on this turn too? Tantrum, wallop,
It's not
empty?
a bad idea.
Just...
We're also going to
we
draw
could
our
use a Swift
collect
Potion. We could Swift Potion.
towards fasting.
Swift Potion to draw, not speed. Swift Potion to draw, collect this turn.
We draw collect this turn anyway. We've got the ink bottle. So that's why I was like, Swift Bottle, like, are we going to fasting? What are we trying to get with it?
No. Yeah, just to get more out of the turn, but we don't need to. Okay, do we need to Empty Fist, or do we have a draw that makes it safe?
We do not have a draw that makes this safe. Because
okay,
next turn, we're probably going to want to Tantrum for part of our defense. And then we've got to Meditate that we have to cast afterwards. But
so
we've got that and the Beta as well.
Okay.
Do we... actually... I think what we do here is we do use the Swift Pot. We go down to Meditate.
Okay.
Right? Then we cast the Meditate. We bring back a Vault and Dealer's Choice. I guess it could even be the Alpha or a Prostrate. Even just get out Divinity really, really quickly. Next turn, we would even be able to pop Divinity. No, we wouldn't. Okay. Unless Meditate comes into our hand at 0 cost.
Okay. Okay.
It does not.
In the truest form.
It doesn't even come into our hand as castable.
It's okay. We can do a ton of damage at least. Like Eruption, Empty Fist, Collect looks pretty decent. It's still turn 1 for the heart.
Just not as jazzed about it. But yeah, it is turn 1 for the
100
heart.
defense would pass forward.
Okay.
Only there was some kind of relic. Some kind of...
A relic like that would be good here.
Yeah. This cut through fate right now is wildin'. Dude, we're gonna make so much block on this turn. Because of Talk to the Hand and Tantrum. And then we have
Well, I mean,
Interpiece to
that's
exit.
12.
Yeah, yeah. And Cut Through the Fate is more here too. And we even can skip these voids.
I think we keep the third eye just in case. It's good cost.
Ooh, souffle.
Mm-hmm. It's not going to take us long to get back to Omega. Not long at all.
Yeah, we'll be there in no time.
I think it's just beta third eye.
Do we? What about this? What about... Oh, just beta third. Okay. I was trying to find a way to end in calm.
Does that exist?
Which there's a world to where, because I'd like to play this Tantrum. And so one other thing we could do is Tantrum, Empty Fist, beta. And that's quite a bit of block. But then we're not playing third eye. We could.
I like third eye for getting 5 cards out of our way. You know what we can do is Miracle third eye and then throw as much stuff as we want, probably even take the Prostrate into hand and then decide past that point.
Yeah. That's smart. Ooh, bring the Foresight. Because then it might make our hand freer. Yeah.
No, we just line up Wallet for the next turn. That's all our damage.
Boom.
Hand becomes freer. Do we now cast the Tantrum first?
Yes, right? Because how expensive is the defend?
Oh, it's 3. Sorry.
Okay. Still think this is correct. Yeah. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Perfect. I don't know. Do you think 29 weak is enough?
I don't know. If we're still in this fight in 2031, this is going to be a problem for us, Teak. Should have drafted
How far
options.
forward? Do you have a 10-year plan? You're going to need one.
Yeah, the university is going to keep me on. Oh, sorry, you said 10
double
year.
Ragnarok.
Yeah, we can double Ragnarok. But I mean, we get double Ragnarok if we Tantrum before the Ragnarok as well, right? We got an empty body in hand.
Dude, double Ragnarok. The difference between double Tantrum Ragnarok is not damage. It's Talk to the Hand procs, but this is better because then we get a better wallop. So we go double Tantrum Ragnarok wallop, empty body.
Yes.
And that's really solid. We can miracle into the empty body.
Omega's about to get drawn.
Oh.
Is Omega even part of our damage plan anymore?
It's clearly important. See? It knows. All right. Finally, we're doing damage to the boss. Now that we've set up our ultimate scaling strategy, Alpha, Beta, Omega. And here's our second Alpha, which is good.
It's
'cause we need
time to do it.
accelerate. Here we are at turn 4. We have started to scratch the surface of damage on this enemy. Hey, it's collecting time? Can't believe the vaults are still here.
Malone?
Costs. The game staggered for a second there. I was like, no. Okay.
Can we lesson learned? Can we learn a lesson on this turn?
We can learn a lesson on
I'm
this
serious.
turn.
I want the perfectly upgraded deck. We should do it because then we get the Ragnarok upgrade and our deck is perfect.
Oh yeah, the Ragnarok's not upgraded. Oh, so we're looking for a solution to kill this turn with that. Okay. We can do that. That is, Third Eye drops this, guaranteeing our Tantrum draw. After we pop both of those, Tantrum comes in at 0. The Ragnarok is going to go out for 60. This is going to go out for 16. That's 76. And then
lesson learned. Let's go, baby. Ooh, gets so learned. Perfectly upgraded deck. Carried by Omega. Hard carry. GG, Raps.
GG. I know all of our decks end up going ridiculous in some way, but
True.
I think this might be my favorite so far. It's a big call.
I'm so glad. Yeah.
But oh my, there's nothing quite like, it's turn 1. Let's figure out how we're going to win on turn 2.
And it's not like, because Watcher has said this before, but oftentimes she says it by like, you know, blasphemy, giant attack.
Yes.
But we're like, can we play 4 vaults while setting up all these things? We're going to play like 40 cards, but we are going to win on turn 2.
Now what is it? Lost thing. I just want to, I don't always do this, but I want to bring up the run history just to look at it so we can see the deck in all of its fully greened glory. Can't upgrade the Necronomicon, we'll ignore that.
We pretend it's not there. Look at it. We worked so hard for this. We worked very hard for this.
We learned so many lessons for this.
Okay, Raps. It's time for Teak asks if you're happy about the decision that we made at some point game. Strange Spoon. How cool was that?
At one point, it got us 2 lessons learned.
Yes.
How many other times did it do anything for us? We never got a second Omega out.
We got so many extra vaults, and we played them.
I might have not been tracking the vaults that we got. I always felt like, oh, we got a vault. Oh, I must have gone past it in the first cycle.
No, we actually played spare vaults in a few fights. Yeah, yeah. Talk to the Hand came back that one time in the Time Eater fight. Nothing mattered. Nothing mattered anyway because we were so strong. Like, we had like 3 separate strategies to kill the enemy before they could damage us. And we could consistently do them because we had so much draw and deck manipulation and effective energy that like, did we need the lesson learned or the Strange Spoon? No. But it was cool. It was cool. And it's funny to watch it save things.
It was cool. I will say, if I was thinking about the vaults when I saw it the first time, I don't think I would have dismissed it as quickly. It was because I was thinking miracle,
Yeah, totally.
collect. I'm fine. Some part of me forgot that vault was even an exhaust card.
Oh, what I forgot was that Alpha was an exhaust card, but I also forgot that we were so strong that we wouldn't have enough time to play multiple Omega, because we were in a position to play multiple Omega against the Heart, as we said, but unfortunately we won. So next time we'll try harder not to do that.
You know, that's actually a good 3-word summary of the Ladder Streak series so far. Unfortunately, we won.
We weren't permitted to continue playing because we won instead.
Too busy winning to get busy dying. Hey, Teak.
Hey, Raps.
I don't really have like an improv setup here as much as an invitation to talk about a game that you've recently been enjoying, doing any content on stream or even just individually in your own time.
I've been playing Astronarch, actually. We talked about this some before, but to say it here, somebody asked me in my stream, this is a bit of cross promotion. Is this true YouTube when like I spend my on-air time talking about my other on-air time?
Yes.
To create a deep eddy of virality. So
hold for just 1 second. At one point, someone made a bingo sheet to play along with with my Slay the Spire series, and before that, the Enter the Gungeon series. And I'm pretty sure in both of them, one of the main spaces was Rap's references to the Stream series.
That's awesome. I mean, we're here, right? Might as well. So we have Raps and Teak take a peek. And somebody asked me, actually several people have asked me, are you principally opposed to playing the take a peek games in stream? Are you trying to keep that separate, or are you okay with them overlapping? And my answer is emphatically, I hope they overlap. Part of the joy of take a peek is to discover new games, and one of the hopes is that those games are so compelling that we come back to them and that we make time to come back to them. And so it's been cool to have, some of those games that have come back up either for others or for me, and in this case Astronarch I've been coming back to. So I've only gotten a few runs in since we played, but I think the game is really fun. Super
It is
expressive.
It definitely is. Those are two really, really big takeaways from me from the Astronarch Take a Peek as well. Just in case you're not familiar with the Take a Peek series, you'll find a link in the description down. This is down there. But Astronarch is one that I've been asked almost every day since we did the Astronarch Take a Peek whether or not I'm going to do a series on it, or asked, hey, could you do a series on it? I'd really like to see a series on it. I would love to, but it's damn near impossible for me to summon extra time out of the ether at the moment. Like, there's Loop Hero, there's so many things that I've said even that I am going to start, and then there's something else. Disco Elysium's Final Cut is it. But yeah, that is the situation where it's ideal, right? Like, I started a series. Here's the first episode on it. It's a Raps and Teak Take a Peek. You'll get your learnings in there, and then here's the series if you want to watch it up to the point. Obviously doing a small re-explanation at the start, just in case anyone doesn't want to watch the entire 4.5. But it is a really, really good direction that can go in. And also the as to your point of it being expressive, the amount of people that have told me different stories of how they had something go off, like, oh man, that was a really cool run. Actually, I had a run similar, but it used this and then this, and then it creates great stories.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And people fall in love with a certain character or a certain item, and that makes everybody has their unique kind of fingerprint on the game.
Yeah, I even saw Wanda, someone tweeted at Wanda recently just talking about his Astronarch series, and his response was like, yeah, I really loved my Wild Mage because we were doing these kinds of things, and it's like, he hadn't even been playing the game recently, but that story was so clarified in his mind, and his pet favorite was so clarified in his mind.
Yep.
That's
a good pet favorite too. Wild Mage is fun.
Very, very true. I'm glad we struck upon it in the old Take a Peek. But if you're looking for any more of Mr. Teak playing video games, you can find that at twitch.tv/Mr. Teak. Sneaky is a good way to fit in. It's pronounced Mr., but it's spelled Sneaky.
Mister. Yep.
For the moment,
the K is very silent.
Yes, the exceedingly silent sounds, as opposed to the slightly silent sounds, and then the audibly silent sounds. GG. For the moment, y'all. My name's been Rhapsody. His name's been Sneaky Teak. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all of our content on this game together, past, present, and future. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for the Take a Peek. See you there.